I've worked with incredibly smart teams, talented people, committed leadership, and solid resources behind them. But they still failed. Not because the idea was bad, not because execution was weak, but because they framed the problem wrong from day one. Problem reframing is one of the most powerful tools in innovation, product development, and strategy. And yet, it's often overlooked. We rush to solve problems that seem obvious, only to realize too late that we were asking the wrong question. In this video, we'll explore what problem reframing is, why it matters, when to use it, and when not to, using real-world examples along the way.
Let's start with the classic elevator story. People in an office building were complaining that the elevator was too slow. Management could have spent a fortune upgrading the machinery, or added another elevator shaft, or installed a new scheduling algorithm to optimize elevator stops. Maybe even tried limiting how many people use it at once. All of these make sense if the problem really is speed. But someone asked a different question. What if the real problem isn't the elevator, but the experience of waiting? That moment, the shift from asking how to make something faster to asking why it feels slow, is where reframing begins. Reframing challenges the assumptions behind the original question. It doesn't just lead to new answers, it changes the question entirely. And that's where the real innovation starts. In one healthcare system, administrators were frustrated by patients missing appointments. They assumed the problem was patient irresponsibility, so they added reminders and enforced stricter scheduling. But nothing changed. When they reframed the issue by asking, "What's preventing patients from showing up?" the real barriers emerged: confusing instructions, transportation issues, anxiety. Once these were addressed, attendance improved dramatically. Another example comes from rural India. For years, farmers weren't using fertilizer despite proven results. Development teams assumed the problem was a lack of awareness and launched education campaigns. But reframing the question to, "Why don't farmers use fertilizer when they need it?" revealed a different answer: cash flow. Fertilizer was unaffordable at planting time. Solutions like microloans and smaller packaging worked because they addressed access, not awareness. In 2009, Tropicana redesigned its orange juice packaging to look more modern, but sales plummeted 20% in a month. Why? The design brief was framed as "make it look fresh and premium." But they missed what mattered most: recognizability. Shoppers couldn't find the product they trusted. The issue wasn't about visual appeal. It was about brand identity. Reframing the brief might have prevented a $30 million mistake. Reframing is most valuable when the obvious answers aren't working, or when everyone seems aligned on a solution, but something still feels off. It's especially effective when a team is stuck in incremental thinking, chasing symptoms, or repeating patterns that no longer serve. It also shines when different stakeholders define the problem differently. Reframing creates a shared lens. And sometimes it's the fastest way to break out of groupthink and unlock a solution no one saw coming. But reframing isn't always helpful. If you're in execution mode, facing a crisis or a known failure pattern, what you need is action, not abstraction. But even more common is the strategic trap. Reframing gets misused to stall hard decisions, shift responsibility, or create the illusion of progress. I've seen teams fall into endless loops of redefining the problem because they don't want to commit to a direction. Reframing should expand clarity, not become a tool for intellectual procrastination. In one global consumer goods company, a clear operational problem emerged: delays in delivery caused by upstream bottlenecks. But during an innovation sprint, consultants reframed the challenge into, "How might we delight customers during delivery?" The team brainstormed loyalty features and branded experiences, yet the delays continued. The reframing effort sounded exciting, but it derailed focus. They had a real problem, and they ignored it. Reframing here didn't help. It distracted. Let's go back to that elevator. When someone reframed the question from "how do we make it faster" to "why do people feel it's slow?" the entire solution space changed. You could install a mirror to keep people engaged, or put up a TV screen with movie trailers or news updates. Some buildings even play light music or redesign the lobby to make the space more pleasant. None of these involve touching the elevator itself, just reframing the experience of waiting.
Framing is everything. The way you define the problem sets the limits of your solutions. Reframing doesn't just help you think differently, it helps you think more accurately. But like any tool, it needs the right timing and the right intent. If you're leading a team or a project and suspect you might be solving the wrong thing, get in touch. I help organizations rethink challenges, uncover blind spots, and unlock better outcomes through strategic reframing. And if this video sparked ideas or questions, drop a comment, like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and follow for more content like this.
Thanks for watching and stay innovative.